Work on dividing polynomials using synthetic division. So remember to you guys always use your notes when you guys do this as well. So that's a little too thick for me. Okay, so for number 1, now remember you can only use synthetic division when it has a coefficient of 1, exponent of 1 and coefficient of 1, which this one does, right? So first step is you guys have to set this equal to 0. And then you find your value that you will put in the division box, which would be 3, because you guys add both sides to 3 and r would equal to 3. So we put this in the division box, and then we write down the coefficients of the numerator, which is 1, 6, negative 21, and negative 18. And then you guys drop this first one, put a line, put a line, so drop the first one. So 1 times 3 will give you guys 3. Add those together, which is 9. 9 times 3, you guys, which would be 27. Add those together. And 6 times 3, you guys, would give you guys 18. And remember, the the variables for these coefficients right here, it starts from 1 less than this degree. So that's r to the third, so we're going to have r to the second. This one will be r to the first, and that one will be r to the 0, which is just 1. So your guys' final answer should be r to the second plus 9r plus 6. That is your guys' polynomial. Okay, number 3. So set this equal to 0, which would, once you solve that, x is going to equal to 5, right? We put that in the division box and we write down the coefficients right there. So 1, negative 11, 22, and 40. We drop the 1 down, and then we start to do synthetic division, right? So 1 times 5, you guys, is 5, right? Add those together, which is negative 6. Negative 6 times 5 is negative 30. Add those together. 22 plus negative 30 is negative 8. Negative 8 times 5, you guys, is negative 40, which is 0. So we have a remainder of 0. Now, this had a degree of x to the third, which means this one's going to be x to the second, this one's going to be x to the first, and that one's just x to the 0, which is just 1, so just negative 8. So your guys' final answer is x to the second minus 6x minus 8. Okay. I don't know why I keep on rotating between colors. Alright, we have number 3. So remember, set this equal to 0. So we got x is equal to 3. Put that in the division box and write down the coefficients. 9, negative 19, negative 28, and 12. Drop this first one. So 9 times 3, you guys, is 27. Negative 19 plus 27 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 times negative, or plus negative 28 is negative 4. Negative 4 times 3, negative 12. Now we just need to write our coefficients, or sorry, our variable. So since this has a degree of 3, this one's going to be 1 less, so x to the second, and then 1 less from there, x to the first, and 1 less from there, x to the 0. Final answer, 9x to the second plus 8x minus 4. Alright. Number 4. Set that equal to 0. Add 3 to both sides, which was going to give you m is equal to 3. So 3 is the number we go in the division box. And then we write down the coefficients, right? 1, negative 13, 24, and 18. We drop the first one. So 1 times 3, you guys, is 3. Add those together. Negative 13 plus 3 is negative 10. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 30. Negative 30 plus 24 is negative 6. Negative 6 times 3, negative 18. Remainder, 0. So, as a result, remember to find the degrees of these coefficients. So 1 less than the highest power here. So it's going to be m to the second, and then 1 less m to the first, and then 1 less m to the 0. Final answer, m to the second minus 10m minus 6. Okay. Number 5. Set that equal to 0. Solve for that. So x is going to equal to negative 5. We subtract both sides by 5. So negative 5 goes in your guys' division box. Now let's write down our coefficients. 1, 15, 45, negative 25. Drop the first one, so it's 1. 1 times negative 5, you guys, negative 5. Negative 5 plus 15 is 10. 10 times negative 5 is negative 50. Negative 50 plus 45, negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 5, 25. Remainder of 0. Coefficients, the degree is 1 less than the highest one of the numerator, so x to the second, and then 1 less from there, x to the first, and then x to 0. Final answer, x to the second plus 10x minus 5. Number 6, set that equal to 0. Solve. A is going to equal to negative 2. Negative 2 goes in the division box. So then we got coefficients of 1, 5, 14, 16. Drop the first one. And we got to multiply. 1 times negative 2, negative 2. Now we add for 3. 3 times negative 2, negative 6. We add 8. 8 times negative 2, negative 16, for a 0. So it's 1 less degree from this. So we're going to have a to the second, and then a, and then a to the 0, which is just 1. Final answer, a to the second plus 3a plus 8. Number 7, set that equal to 0. X plus 3 is equal to 0. So then we're going to get x is equal to negative 3. Negative 3 goes inside the division box. Now we write down our coefficients, which is 2, 9, 2, negative 21. We drop down the 2. Now we multiply. 2 times negative 3, negative 6. We add. 9 plus negative 6 is 3. 3. Now we multiply. 3 times negative 3, negative 9. We add. 2 plus negative 9 is negative 7. Negative 7 times negative 3 is 21. Remainder of 0. Now for our coefficients. 1 less than the highest one in the numerator, right? So x to the second, and then x to the first, and then x to the 0. Final answer, 2 to x squared plus 3x minus 7. Alright, 8. Set that equal to 0. R minus 3 is equal to 0. So we got R is going to equal to 3. 3 goes in the division box. Write down the coefficients. 10, negative 22, negative 17, negative 21. Drop the first one, which is 10. So 10 times 3, you guys, is 30. We add those, which would give us 30 plus negative 22 for negative 8. Negative 8 times 3, you guys, negative 20. Wait a second. Oh, good thing. Caught myself. Negative 22 plus 30 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus negative 17 is 7. 7 times 3, positive 21. Remainder of 0. Start with one less degree than that one, so r to the second, r, and then so on. So final answer, 10r squared plus 8r plus 7. Alright, so there's your guys' homework on synthetic division, dividing polynomials by synthetic division, and good luck, okay? Peace.